Hello everyone, this is Go Against the Tide TV, Polish Christian and patriotic television, and we have our special correspondent from the United States, Alex Newman from the New American and John Birch Society. Great to have you here back in Idź Pod Prąd.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be back with you again.
Hello.
Great, and we have, of course, Pastor Paweł Chojecki, the chief of Go Against the Tide TV, Idź Pod Prąd TV.
Hello.
Today we are going to talk about the matter that is going on in the States. President Donald Trump wrote on Twitter, former CIA analyst Larry Johnson accuses United Kingdom intelligence of helping Obama administration spy on the 2016 Trump presidential campaign. Whoa, it is now just a question of time before the truth comes out, and when it does, it will be a beauty. What is your opinion, Alex? Is it a baseless accusation of British spying, like Washington Post wrote, or it's something real, or maybe it's some kind of Watergate, or maybe bigger? What is your opinion about that?
Yeah, I think it's very real, and I think it's much more significant than Watergate. We've been reporting in the New American since at least last year, maybe earlier, that the Obama administration collaborated with British intelligence, the spy agencies over there, and also the so-called Five Eyes, right? Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, and the United States, partly to circumvent laws that we have in the United States against domestic espionage. Now, the reality is this kind of espionage has been going on for many, many years. We had a whistleblower coming out of the NSA back right after 9/11. So in 2001, William Binney, who worked at a very high level in the NSA as a cryptologist, explaining that they were spying on everybody. They were gathering all of the phone calls, all of the emails, all of the text messages, putting them in this big warehouse. And so we now know for sure that the Obama administration was spying on the Trump campaign. They sent people to try to infiltrate. They used the British to eavesdrop on phone conversations and to try to find dirt on the Trump administration. So this is a scandal of epic proportions. Trump has been using the word treason as it relates to this deep state effort to overthrow the will of the American people, to wage war on the political system we have in the United States. I think it's a very appropriate word to be using here. And we know now also that it was all based on a hoax, right? The excuse for all of this illegal spying was the Russia collusion. And now we know even the anti-Trump activists on the Russia collusion team, Robert Mueller's special counsel, could not find any evidence of actual Russia collusion. So I think this is a huge scandal. I suspect a lot of people are going to be going to jail. The question now is, who is going to go to jail? Are they going to let the low-level minions fall on their sword and take the fall for this? Or are we going to go after the real people at the higher levels who have been engaged in this kind of subversion and treason against the United States?
Is it possible that this group which are behind this attacked spying Donald Trump are the same which are against Brexit, and an English group which would like to stop Brexit?
There's no question about it. I think, we talk in the United States about a deep state. In fact, when I was in Poland, I spoke at your church about the deep state. The deep state is international in scope. The United Kingdom and America are kind of key outposts of the deep state, but it truly is a global operation to bring the world under this totalitarian global governance that they envision. And so the espionage goes much deeper than just spying on the Trump campaign. We know they have spied on American judges. We have very good reason to suspect that they blackmailed certain members of the Supreme Court to approve Obamacare and other illegal power grabs by the federal government. They've been spying on our senators, right? They even spy on their friends in the U.S. Senate. They spied on Dianne Feinstein. They spied on her committee. They deleted evidence of illegal activity by the Central Intelligence Agency. So they're completely out of control. They do want to globalize the world. They're very opposed to Brexit. You wonder how many people in the United Kingdom are being blackmailed, are being spied on. And again, this is a global phenomenon. I mean, the NSA and the intelligence agencies have the capability to listen to just about any phone call anywhere in the world. And so it's very hard to know exactly who is being blackmailed, who has been spied on. But we know that they spy on everyone. And if people go against that agenda, if there's any dirt in their closet, so to speak, as a metaphor, skeletons in the closet, they will use that to force compliance on the globalist agenda.
We know that leftist media and lobbies are trying to underestimate this information and laughing at this information. But what the Americans say about and think about this, do you think this information will help Donald Trump to be the president in 2020, or in opposite?
I think this is huge for the Trump campaign. Now that the Russian collusion story is dead, now that we know they've been spying and conspiring against him, I think this is going to have major positive repercussions for his campaign. Already we've seen the latest polling data. Trump has very high approval ratings, in fact, much higher than Obama at the same time in his presidency, which is very noteworthy. And this is despite the fact that all of the leftist media, the Washington Post, the New York Times, all the network televisions, ABC, CBS, CNN, all of the big media are constantly attacking Trump and demonizing Trump and lying about Trump. And still, the American people like him more than they liked Obama at the same time in his presidency. So I think this is very good news for his campaign. I do think they're going to pull out every dirty trick in the book. I think vote fraud is almost guaranteed, especially in places like California, one-party state where they know they're not going to be prosecuted by the state attorney general for this kind of fraud. But Trump is very smart. He understands what's happening, and I hope he will use this to his advantage. Right now, he has everything going for him. If he uses this opportunity that's been presented to him, I think he has the chance to demolish the Democrat candidates in the upcoming election.
Thank you for this information, because in our media, Polish media, I think most leftist, we are hear that President Trump is less and less popular and Americans don't like him or hate him. Yeah, so that's the information.
We have similar problem in Poland and America. The fake news likes to make things up, and it's the same thing. So.
Thank you so much. It was Alex Newman, our American correspondent from the New American Magazine and the John Birch Society. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.